What's up, everyone? It's Tony here with Nerds Never Sleep, and today I'm bringing you guys yet another Kotobukiya 1/8 scale Artifacts J unboxing. Now, this time around, I'm doing Shoto Todoroki, Mr. Icy Hot himself, and this is version 2. Just so you guys aren't confused, he joins, obviously, Hawks and version 2 of Bakugo. So, for those of you who don't know, Kotobukiya did a line of My Hero Artifacts J's originally that consisted of Deku, All Might, Bakugo, Uravity, and Todoroki. And then we had some villains. We had Dabi, Shigaraki, and Toga, I believe. I think that was the entire line. But they were very bland, very basic, museum posed, kind of no special effects or, effects going. No, nothing like that. Flat bottom, black bases. They looked kind of like a little large scale prize figure. I skipped those personally. And then I saw the prototypes for some of these and was like, those are the ones I'm going to get. So I held off and I waited for the version 2 line, which are more costly. But as you can tell by just looking at Bakugo and Hawks here, they are way more dynamic, and especially with a piece like Hawks, he's huge. It's about 18 inches tall, give or take. I forget the exact measurements, but he's a big boy. And so Todoroki, I was gonna skip. Deku, I was gonna skip because they're kind of not like my favorite characters, and I was expecting them to do other versions of Deku. Which, side note, they did just announce Dark Deku coming to this line as well. So check that one out if you have not seen him. I'm super excited for that one. But I ended up breaking, and I did pick up Todoroki. I got him for like a half price sale on one of the sites I do. So I couldn't pass him up. And I'm hoping, by the looks of this, it looks like they're going to be they're using his fire and his ice powers. So it's something I'm interested in because Todoroki figures tend to be a little boring unless they're showing his powers actively in use. So I like especially the ones that you're seeing the hot and the cold being used. And that's what this one looks like it's going to have. It looks like the cold is going to be on the base. The hot is going to be coming through his hands. So I'm going to give this one a chance. Fingers are crossed because I can see the quality that they did with Hawks and they did with Bakugo. Again, if you guys want to see these two boys unboxed, again, if you want to see these two boys get unboxed, I have those on the channel as well. They should be in the Kotobukiya and anime playlist, stuff like that. But anyways, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to bring you guys in. I'm going to let you take a look at this box. And we're going to open them up, see what's inside. All right, so as you can see here, we've got a pretty big window, and you get a really good look at what you're going to have in the box. So we've got some flames, we've got the Todoroki himself, we've got the ice base here. Obviously, it's going to say Kotobukiya, Artifacts J, My Hero Academia, 1/8 scale, pre-painted, version 2, Shoto Todoroki. Here on the side, we've got another kind of zoomed in look at the face, which looks like it's going to be pretty amazing. That's one thing I'm really excited about. Here on this side, we have what looks kind of like a scorch mark here leading to a window, and the fire effects are right there. So it's kind of suiting right there, but very small little window. And then here on the back, we have obviously a few more photos of the statue and all the details. So pretty standard fare box. It's a pretty nice box. Honestly, I like the way they did this. I like how they put the half cold, half hot kind of thing on everything. And yeah, that's it for the box. Let's cut it open, take a look at inside. All right, so here we go. As always, we're going to make our cuts on the box here. There are some instructions. We're going to open those in a second. Okay, so be careful when you're opening this. As you can see here, his hand is sticking out of the clamshell. So kind of be careful. I'm going to tip it upright or upside down. Or I'm going to tip it onto its side and hope he comes apart good. So be very careful. Again, as you almost saw, I almost lost the hand. And this is kind of all one piece here. Interesting. Okay. So it looks like we have Todoroki is attached to the base, and we have 3 flame effects. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop open these instructions, see what we got here. So it looks like this is just the directions on how to install the flames. So I'm going to keep that handy. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to pop out Shoto. I hope this thing doesn't all fall. So we're going to unwrap all of this, pull him out of his plastic here. Be careful. Ooh, that actually looks really cool. Wow. Okay. All right. He looks, even without the flame effects, he looks pretty cool. Very, very solid base. I mean, I can grab it right here by the base and not be afraid this thing is going to, you know, get screwed up at all. So that's really cool. Okay, so we got that. And we've got a, looks like we got a big flame piece here that has some little insertion parts here. We've got a couple extra smaller flames. So we've got a small flame. So by the looks of it, we're going to have to actually attach the flames onto his hand. And here is the third little piece right here. So I'm going to take these all off right now. Throw this off to the side. And take a look here. All right, so this looks like it should be pretty easy. We're going to take the flame, we're going to put it on his hand. So it's going to rest on his hand. It says here, in between the index finger, view the back of hand. The effect should fit between his fingers. So I'm going to have to tip it, I guess. There are keys on the flame itself, but no keys to actually key into Todoroki. And I guess that makes it so you can display it without the fire as well, which is kind of cool. So we're going to do that. Then we're going to take part 2, which is this flame right here. And we're going to try to go under. Okay, so this is pretty crazy. So it looks like it is difficult. It's kind of a pain in the butt to hold everything together and then kind of see where you're plugging, because this one actually has 2 holes in it to key up with the flame here. So you have to wrap it around his hand. It is pretty much a pain to get under here. What the? Okay, so this would help. His arm comes off. Yeah. So if you look at all the steps, 1 and 2, and then you look at step 3, step 3 actually does show you his strong hand can come off. This will be a lot easier to assemble with the hand off here. So let's try that again. This will be a lot easier now that I can flip the hand and tuck this thing in like I'm supposed to. Boom. So having his arms separate does help. So once you get the pieces lined up into his fingers, the flame will actually wrap around his wrist. So it's on there. Much easier than trying to do it while it's assembled on this thing. So flame number 2, again, has the holes in it. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to line up these holes. Oh my God, so much easier. So basically you wrap the flame around the inside of his hand and his palm. You wrap it there, and then this will all fold in and just click right in together. So already this is looking pretty cool and definitely a lot easier than what I was attempting to do. So the final flame has 2 little tiny keys up here on the flame, and those are actually going to tuck in underneath his palm. So this might be a little bit trickier to do. It looks like it's going to wrap around his thumb and under. Or, oh, it's going to go kind of like off his thumb. It's not going to go around his thumb. And it just clicks right in. It's pretty solid, pretty freaking cool looking. I got to give it that. Definitely one of the cooler fire effects I've seen on one of these. And we're going to cross our fingers that when I put this arm back in, it all stays on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try. There we go. We just lost a piece. Cool. That part went on. No difficulty. Okay. So all in all, this is badass looking. I got to give it that. He is, wow. He looks really, really badass. And I know you're never supposed to skip ahead on the directions, but definitely look at the final pictures here where the arm is detached and reattached, because they don't tell you up here in step 1 and step 2 to pull the arm off. So yeah, just so you guys know in the future, and you just watched me embarrass myself because I'm an idiot. But yeah, pretty easy to put together. Putting the arm back in with the flames all on did have a little bit of difficulty, but that bottom flame just kind of popped right back onto his thumb. So this thing is really, really freaking cool. I got to give him that. And I'm going to bring you guys in right now and let you get an up-close look at Todoroki before we finish this video. All right, so here we go with your 360 view. And right off the rip, you guys can see they really did an awesome job here with Todoroki. He looks badass. And it's not, not for nothing here. I mean, it looks really good. Like I said, the big block of ice, especially here, the flames, the way they're licking up his hands. I know that was a pain in the ass to put together, but this guy came out fantastic. He really, really did. And I wasn't super hopeful about him, but again, I'm happy to be wrong. And now there was again a 360, and I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to zoom in for you guys and give you a closer look of everything. All right, so as you can see here, he's got these blocks of ice, and they actually did a really good job. They made them shiny, and they definitely are, like chopped up ice blocks. They really did a good job here. And you can tell, you know exactly what they are. Nothing cheesy about them. His boots are really well done with his little kind of cleats here in his boots so he can kind of stab into the ice. I think that's actually what they're for. Because I always noticed that with Todoroki is he has basically cleats. And I don't remember if they said anything in the anime or manga about that. But I think it's just so he can stab into the ice. Again, his little utility belt here looks really, really good. Everything's really clean. I mean, he's got no booty, but, sorry, ladies. The speed suit, as I call it, his uniform is really good, really tight. He's got his harness up here. I'll show you this first. Sorry about the blur there. He's got his harness here on his back. Looks really, really, really good. Even his wristbands, like I said, everything is very clean. Very, very clean. The hand looks great. Looks like he's ready to kind of unleash another, fire attack. And we're going to go here. We're going to show off the face because this is the money shot right here. Is the face came out so damn good. Look at that. Perfect. They nailed it with the face. The hair looks great. And of course, this is where, you guys really want to see is the flames kind of licking down his fingers, going over and under. Great job with all the different shades of orange and just the translucent PVC and everything. It looks fantastic. There it is right there for you guys. That's a great, great shot. And again, the flames look terrific. Almost looks like a dragon when you're looking right here. It kind of looks like a dragon's head flickering up his arm. Maybe that's just me, but that's kind of what it gives me the impression of. It just looks freaking good. I mean, and again, he wasn't one I was really having high hopes for, but damn, did Kotobukiya did a great job with this. So I'm going to show you him with the other two that I've done so far before I close out this video. Now they are a little too big in the base to fit on my turntable. So here he is with the boy Bakugo. And again, these two look fantastic together. Now, again, if you do want to look more at Bakugo, I have done an unboxing of him as well. But here I'll give you guys just a little peek at the two of them together. Again, these two look awesome together. Cannot wait for the rest of the set, really. Looking good. And then I'm going to show you guys him with one other figure. Now, here he is with Hawks, and as you can see, Hawks is a big boy. I think he stands about 18 inches tall. These are just sick, sick, sick looking pieces. I love them. I think Kotobukiya has done a great job doing these characters justice. And again, here we go here with a little close-up. Again, if you do want to see more of Hawks, I have done a full unboxing on the channel as well for him. So that's it for those two. And here's just a quick glimpse, even though Hawks' wings won't fit in, of all three of these boys together. And as you can see, they are fantastic. Definitely, definitely some beautiful pieces here. So let's go ahead and let's close out this review. All right, guys, so that's it for yet another pretty amazing Kotobukiya Artifacts J unboxing. Now, again, while Todoroki is not my favorite character, like aesthetically, or even my favorite character in the series, this statue actually came out freaking awesome. Now, the flames were definitely a pain in the butt to put together at first. But once you kind of figured out where everything kind of slid in and how everything just popped right together, it was easy. It can be very daunting, like I said in the beginning, if you don't realize that this arm comes off until the end. So that is something to look at ahead of time, because I can see that's going to cause some major problems for people trying to put that thing together on the arm like I did at first. So all in all, he's an amazing piece, just like Hawks and Bakugo both were. Again, I like how they displayed both his hot and his cold powers. I do like that because not enough stuff does that. And I just think they did a great job. Like I said, his pose, the base looks really awesome. It's solid. The face came out so, so good. And he just fits in with the others perfect. And again, I love that this line has such dynamic poses to him compared to the first release. So all in all, I mean, love or hate the character, I'm going to say this thing's a solid 8 out of 10. I'm going to tell you guys, I highly recommend him. And if you are a fan of Todoroki, this is a no-brainer. So it's kind of up to how you feel about the character and how much of a completionist you are. Honestly, when I bought him at first, I was just like, well, I'm getting all the other ones. I might as well get Todoroki. Because it's kind of how I feel with Todoroki stuff, is that most of the Todoroki figures are kind of samey. And, you know, he's always wearing the same thing. There's no real variety other than his stealth suit stuff, which I have those as well. He doesn't really get much variation. He's kind of like Megumi from Jujutsu Kaisen, where all his figures, unless he's displaying one of his powers or you know, one of his animals, he looks very plain. And Todoroki is the same way. Unless his powers are there on display, like they are here, his figures are just very bland. So, I don't know. I think this one knocked it out of the park. I think Kotobukiya killed it, and I do hope they continue with this line. Like I said in the beginning, they had 3 villains in the first line. So we haven't seen any villains in this one yet. Fingers crossed we do eventually. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing, you know, Overhaul, Toga, Dabi. After seeing this one would make a really great piece. You know, Shigaraki, stuff like that. But that's wishful thinking. I haven't seen much announced, especially on the villain side. I know they did just announce a Dark Deku for this set, so it is not over yet. So we might be able to get some cool stuff out of this line. I really, really hope we do, because judging by these 3 alone, this set is amazing. So, but anyways, that's my thoughts on this piece. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys don't mind my little bit of stuffiness I've got here, because, again, as I said at the beginning of this video, I've been doing a lot of moving around, a lot of dusting, a lot of stuff like that. So I've been trying to power through it and just get you guys some stuff out. But things should be, again, starting to normalize over the next couple of weeks here. The finalizing of all the moving parts and stuff like that here at my house should be done within the next few weeks. And again, things should be back on schedule. But quick updates I should be doing. Some Kuji figures, some Pop Parades. I'm going to be doing a Bunny Girl. And I know I'm going to be doing one Iron Studios Marvel piece. And I'm juggling between Spiral from X-Men and Mysterio from the Spider-Man films. So, just kind of a little peek at what to expect in this week to come. So, a lot of good stuff. I may even try to dip in and do a Weiss Schwartz booster box. We'll see. I know I've been trying to get some more time to do this stuff. Also, going to be doing some more live streaming. I know you guys kind of liked that when I was doing Spider-Man. Spider-Man is done. I finished the game. So it may just be stuff like finishing up trophies, things like that. But I might do some Dead or Alive Extreme Volleyball too. So stay tuned on the streams for that if you want to check that out. But anyways, I'm going to give you guys the usual spiel. I'm going to say thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, click the like button, click the subscribe button, share the video, spread the nerdiness, so to speak. Follow on all the social medias for things like pictures and stuff, updates, things like that. Linktree is in the description below. I'm pretty much on every social media now that I can get my hands on and that I can actually remember to post. So, again, that's it for this one. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, everyone.